Inserting text message. Ha! You like what I did there? That's so boo. Matt's still on his phone.
Sorry.
Okay, who are you texting right now anyway? Looks important.
Full disclosure, I was going to buy another car.
He's buying another car. He has 2 cars.
Well, I was buying one for parts. I was buying a newer M3 to swap all of the M3 stuff into the station wagon.
All right, I'm just going to go over here now. I'm just kidding. I mean,
but
hey,
I had to pass on it because it was too much money.
How much was it?
$6,000, and
That's pretty good.
which is reasonable.
Yeah.
And it was relatively low miles, but the whole body was banged up, and you needed some of the body.
Oh, are you trying to replace the front bumper?
Well, I would literally be grafting all of the M3 fenders.
I get what you're
full.
I see what I see what you're doing. I understand.
I mean, all the engine and everything was good, but I'll have to pass.
So we talked to Tim last Friday, and we said that you would just go on and you two could just talk about cars.
No, we discussed bringing him back, and you guys would talk about shooting real guns.
No,
and
I
then
think
I would sit here quietly.
No, I think it'd be actually better if I just wasn't here and it just you guys and we just think about it. We just had we just had a car discussion.
Not airsoft related at all would be super boring.
Post in the comments below if you want this.
No. Hey guys, welcome back to the Not So Round Table. Again, we apologize for being so sporadic. We were supposed to be up last week. I was sick with the stomach flu.
What are you talking about? We were up last week.
No. We took a week. No? Are we off?
No.
We didn't film it.
This is going to be going up tomorrow. This is a filming on Tuesday instead of a Friday. So you're confused because we were with Note on Friday. So now you're all out of whack.
I'm out of whack.
The point is, you guys are getting your episode fixed on Wednesday.
Okay.
We decided not to. Normally, we would just be like, we'll film it next week. But
my apologies.
We decided to stay a little late today.
But we're here, and it looks like we've got a couple new questions.
Oh, yeah, I populated the heck out of this thing.
Awesome. So the Helm of Reasoning is up and running as it should be.
And you're wearing your Dr. Pepper shirt. I'm wearing my Wicked Wear shirt.
Look, trust me.
You're not a doctor.
I'm a Dr. Pepper. I'm a Dr. Pepper.
Do you even like Dr. Pepper?
I do. That's my favorite soda. I just don't drink soda.
It's a really good soda, but it's so bad for you.
When I do drink soda, I prefer Dr. Pepper. All right. You guys know how we do it. The Helm of Reasoning has questions. We answer those questions horribly.
You go first.
All right.
Boom, look at that.
There we go, starting it off. This one's from Danny Schwartz asking, "Hey guys, love the show. My question, what do you like better, Enola Gay smoke grenades or sports smoke? I personally love Enola Gay because of how reliable they are and the different colors and size options. But some games, sports smoke is cheaper, and so I run that. What do you prefer, favorite size and favorite color?"
Oh, hold on, I'll grab something really quick. Look at this.
Grab George?
Grab what?
What are you grabbing? Oh, he's grabbing some Enola Gays.
Well, we carry Enola Gay. So
these are the 2 different sizes that we carry.
So no, actually, so here's the thing. We don't have them up on the website. I just want to just explain really quick. We don't have them up on the website because right now we're only carrying the EG-18s. The EG-18s are like the big one.
The large
one.
Right.
The reason that we can't sell it online is because of shipping issues. Basically, there's some hazmat things we want to do, and we want to make sure that if we're sending anything out,
especially when, you can just pull this pin right here.
It's legal, So the good news is, though, we found that these ones, the smaller ones, these are the, forgive me here.
The small one.
The small one. I'm just going to call it the small one for now. These ones we can ship through UPS. So we're trying to figure that out right now.
Nice.
So we should have them up pretty soon so you can buy them online. But yeah, I mean, when you go to events, these guys are great. They're almost at all local West Coast events now. They're at Lion Claws. They'll be at Rucahula. They'll be at Lion Claws. They'll be at all these different events. So they're very popular.
Okay, so major differences. I've used the sports smokes. I think we used them.
We used them once
twice
at Red Storm.
I noticed that if you don't use them immediately, I took one home, and it started to almost off gas.
Yes.
A really strong sulfur smell.
Yeah, that's what they use is like a sulfuric.
Right, and the Enola Gays don't do that.
No.
So that's nice. I also noticed that the pull function tended to be a lot more reliable on the Enola Gay smoke grenades.
What I like is actually the sports smoke, if I remember correctly, doesn't come with a cap. It comes with like this little paper thing. So that's a little bit less. The cool thing is these caps aren't easy to or hard to remove. But if you take a little bit of electrical tape and you put it around it, you can keep them pretty safe
And
in
that
your
keeps
pouch.
them from
and you can still
inadvertently.
yeah,
Right.
that would be a pretty bad thing to happen.
The different color options are nice. Personally, I think the most effective one I've seen is they're whitish gray.
I've heard yellow is pretty effective. I don't know,
and the red works pretty well.
You know, I just like to throw smoke everywhere. Who
Right,
cares what color
right.
it is?
But as with any smoke grenade, anytime you have an incendiary device, because I mean, even though they are putting out smoke, they still are an incendiary device, and there's a
Yes.
flame going on.
We
inside.
have seen them catch fire before.
Right. And so you do have to be very wary about where you're using them. Make sure that they're only at sanctioned fields that allow their use.
exactly.
Don't throw
It
them
has
into
to
a
be
patch
allowed.
of dry grass, obviously. And if they do flame up, do your best to put them out.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Boom.
Good question though. Sorry, I had to grab one of those to explain what was going on.
Actually, kind of cool segue as well. We met the guys from Enola Gay when we were at
Milsom
SHOT
West.
Show.
And Milsom West.
And, well, I didn't go.
Oh, you
but
didn't go to Milsom West.
We
They're
talked to
very
them when
nice.
we were at.
They gave us these at Milsom West. They're very nice. We still have a few left over.
Super cool guys and extremely knowledgeable. We got talking about different applications for smoke grenades and some new stuff that they might be coming out with. Pretty cool guys.
Torres X3 Cool asks, how do you guys like outdoor fields that aren't too mainstream in Southern California, i.e. Warped Ops, Killzone, Striker, and I'm curious about your opinions. Interesting. We're actually going to be going to Striker very soon to film some short film stuff.
Film some stuff, some fun stuff.
We're going to talk about... you'll just have to see the entertainment come to you whenever it comes to you. Okay. I don't even know how to word it.
Yeah, okay.
But we will not be able to attend. They have their anniversary event coming up. We are sponsoring it, but we won't be able to attend.
Right.
We will be... You will be in SS Airsoft.
Right.
I will be...
Next week.
At Rucahula. And then, then I have to go to a wedding.
In terms of other off-beaten path...
Warped Ops is great.
I wouldn't say Warped Ops is necessarily off
beat.
They've
been around a while.
Yeah.
But it's not the normal direction of most of the fields. Most of the fields are in the Orange County or Chino, Corona area.
I do like
Lake
that
Elsinore.
Warped has a lot of different elevation changes. So you really have to be aware of what's going on around you, especially when guys are flanking you up on that hill in that upper pillbox area. Pretty cool. Pretty cool field. That's where we did the. That's when I was hanging out with Jet and the other guys, and I was dressed up in my
which I was not
for Sparta uniform.
Yeah. I think one good thing I like about Warp 2 is it has a triangle shape as the field. So what's kind of nice about that is it kind of gives a little bit of a different dynamic.
So every time you switch sides, it really is a different experience. It's not entirely balanced.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm at it again.
It's okay.
Ekstrom asks, real swords, period. Worth the price? Question mark. Also, real swords in Russian kits, mainly looking at the 56s and the SVD. I ask since they're technically Chinese guns, but they are oh so similar.
I don't think that anyone's going to give you flack for running any type of AK with a Russian kit.
I mean, it's a Soviet platform.
Yeah, I mean, the blueprints were blasted around all over the Eastern Bloc to specifically get, you never patented the design. So.
And a little bit off topic, but also part of the whole AK, situation. The AK works so well because the tolerances between all the moving parts are so broad. They won't jam when you get sand in them. They're really reliable platforms. When the Chinese started making AKs, they started bringing the tolerances much tighter and making them more accurately. Unfortunately, because the tolerances were tighter, they were getting malfunctions.
Yeah, less reliable.
Because they would jam and things would happen when they were made to tighter tolerances. So.
Well,
real swords are really, really, really nice airsoft
when
guns.
they're in stock.
If you can get them.
Yeah, I think maybe the question is actually, to be honest with you, a little late because, they're not really in stock anymore anywhere. It's really hard. They're out there, but it's really hard I think it'd be harder to find them.
And mag compatibility.
That too. I actually had good luck with SEMA mags with mine.
Really?
Yes, I think so. Don't quote me.
Do you have a real sword?
I had a real sword.
Oh.
I sadly sold it.
You should not have.
I know I should not have. Actually, I regret selling it.
If I was an AK guy, I'd run a real sword or a SEMA because they're really good.
I'm really happy with my 2 D-Boy AKs though.
Mm.
So, anyway, that was a interesting question. General spelled with an AR, Lee 220. Sorry. Hello, uncertain possible guest. No guest today. My question is for you. If you were to theme a loadout after a certain war or time period, what would it be? I.e., Vietnam, World War II, early 2000 operators. Love the show. Keep up the good work.
These questions for you.
No. It's impossible guess. My question for you is.
Sorry, okay.
I messed that up. My fault. I'm dyslexic.
If I had to do, so if we're doing like a reenactment
of some kind, I'm going Civil War on this one. I think that.
Would you really?
Yes, I think that would be hilarious.
Like Civil War musket, like every BB you've got to.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to say it would have to be fair. It'd have to be an 8mm.
Fine, if it's an 8mm, but you've got to have the exact same accuracy as a musket.
It doesn't. The cool thing about it is you don't have to really do anything about. I mean, the musket was just as accurate as an airsoft.
That's true. That's true.
You don't even have to change anything.
That's true. All right.
That's what I think would be the coolest.
No
thing
hop
ever.
up though. You can't have a hop up.
No, you have to have a hop.
Just a ball.
No, you have to have a hop.
Muskets
had
have no hop.
It doesn't matter. A hop up has to go in because it has to at least propel it a certain amount of distance. And you have to ride horses.
Will you show up in a horse to an airsoft game? Man, you'd have to have iPro for your horse.
Oh yeah, that would be challenging, but it could be done.
Yeah,
it could totally be done.
I don't know. What would I do?
I just stumped you, didn't I?
You did.
I just.
I don't. Civil War is really good. I didn't. Wait, what's the question? Hold on. How's the
any war any time period?
Any time period?
Yeah, but it has to be airsoft related. You can't just go around like pick the Romans and just start hitting each other with Nerf swords.
Damn it. Okay, wait. A certain war or time period. Certain war or time period. Certain war or time period.
You can just give up if you want. My answer wins.
I would do. I don't know.
Yeah, see, you're stumped.
I don't know.
Because if you say World War II, you just...
I would do like the Cold War, so I could just run around being a spy and not really shoot anybody, and do like my spy thing and have like a silenced pistol in my belt band all the time. Because I really want to be Jason Bourne with a memory.
What about 007?
But without, I don't want to be an assassin.
Yeah.
No, because from 007 is, as cool as he is, everybody knows he's a horrible spy. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody already knows who he is.
And Jason Bourne, sleeping with everybody. And
nobody knows who Jason Bourne is.
He's always breaking his nice cars.
Oh, yeah, true. And if Jason Bourne can drive a really craptastic
Mini Cooper.
Mini and outrun police, I'm sold. That's the skills I want.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
All right, this is from Bill Nye, the Airsoft guy.
That's awesome.
And he says, "Dear insert, tacos or burritos?" I'm gonna say taco.
So many good questions.
I'm gonna say soft taco particularly.
Okay.
But then again, like you think about it, when I go to Chipotle, I get either a burrito bowl or a burrito. I don't get, but that's because the tacos, you can't put all the stuff in it. You can't put like guacamole. You can't put like both corn and pico de gallo. Like it's kind of hard in the tacos.
My burrito,
I mean, I don't get beans or rice in my burrito anyway. But
man, I'm really boring with my Mexican food.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I would go burritos because it keeps it all consolidated and you can hold on to it
like a little child.
Yep. Because I tend to make a mess.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah.
So yeah, burrito from both of us, I think.
Yeah, burrito. Yeah. Well, no, I said tacos.
Oh, you said tacos.
I don't think like for example, if I went to Taco Bell, I get tacos. But I'm just saying Chipotle's burrito.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. I want your gut response. One word. It's a yes or no.
Okay.
Immediately.
Okay.
Matthew Rios asks, washing BBs? Yes or no?
No.
No.
That'd be funny though.
You should not reuse BBs unless, and this is the one exception, if you're throwing them in like a 40 millimeter.
Yeah, that's the only use. Or grenades. Yeah, some type of grenade. That's the only thing you can do with it.
You shouldn't reuse BBs to go down an inner barrel again.
Besides, they're so cheap anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. I mean, BBs are Like, I'm like, going on shooty this weekend. I mean, every time I shot, I'm like 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents,
there goes
30
money,
cents.
there goes money.
And, you know, so, like, I mean, like, I shoot a full magazine. That's like the price of the BBs for the day. B. Gibbons asks, will you guys once again be tribals at Operation Bad Blood 2015?
Oh, good
Love
question.
the show and keep it up.
Good question.
We honestly don't know. The reason I say this is because we have a pretty big event schedule coming up for 2015. Airsoft Nation is going to be a nationwide project. We will have games around the country. We're basically, I can say...
So Bad Blood is part of the Airsoft Nation...
No, not necessarily. Bad Blood will always be its own game.
Okay.
It's charity game versus Airsoft Nation is going to be a different type of game. The reason I say that we don't know who's going to go, who's going to have time to go. You know, we have a pretty busy schedule, and we don't want to get burnt out throughout the year. So...
Not to mention, if we are able to make it to Bad Blood this year, we probably will change it up. Just because we want to be able to play along with everybody.
We go tribals, for sure.
Always tribals?
Yeah, it would have to be tribals. It'd be fun.
I was thinking I was going to run with the Hawaiian shirt guys this year.
But that's tribals.
I know it's tribals, but the more specific faction.
Okay. You can. We will figure it out. We will have the information posted. The best way is follow the Evike.com Facebook. We'll have information on there when we can post it.
Fine.
It's one of those things. It's just like we can't go to Bad Blood every year. Sadly, we would like to, but it's pretty difficult sometimes.
Man, the names on this episode.
Good. We got good names finally.
The colorblind pony asks. I answered.
What's
what
up?
do you think about forcing players who don't call their hits to play Russian roulette with an airsoft revolver after the game?
Only if it's the Marusian. What was that Marusian?
No. The Dan Wesson.
Dan Wesson.
And while that's hilarious, it's extremely unprofessional.
Yeah, just call your hits.
Not to mention dangerous.
And that
Although,
means Matt
should we
is
have-
all for it.
Right? Should we have... But that brings up a good question, though. Should we have people who don't call their hits face like a firing squad?
I think that'd be great.
That
if
would
they
be
were caught.
really against like 90% of the moms who let their young ones play airsoft.
Yeah, but it's not the young ones who don't call their hit because they're all
True.
like in a corner in the back of the thing.
True.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but it's true.
Or like people who don't call their hits have to run a Terminator gauntlet.
Well, yeah, I've heard stories about the Terminator Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Or just make them play Juggernaut without a shirt on.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, I think this will be the last question.
Beware, those of you who don't call your hits.
Yeah.
Someone may get the idea to make you
That's
play
the thing,
Russian
though,
roulette.
I don't think anyone doesn't purposely call their hits. I think 90% of the problems that happen from hit calling, 90%, even maybe 95%, are just accidental. Like
if you don't
it
feel
hits
it?
a piece of gear and you don't hear it or feel it, or
That's
something
true.
like stupid like that. You know, like some people just don't know.
The trick is
Like,
to
and
not
also,
be a
like, some
jerk
people-
if you get called out, though. Like, if someone calls you out for not calling your hits,
Be like, sorry.
just man up and you know, get off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to get to shoot people later.
Devin Mullins asked, dear answer, what do you think of airsoft grenade launcher pyrotechnic rounds? I believe there was one used on your Humvee at Milsim West, not the smoke grenade kind, but the impact with the delayed explosive one.
To my knowledge, those aren't legal.
It's exactly the answer. They are not approved by the ATF right now. So if you're using them, and if you get caught with them,
You didn't get them from us.
you didn't get them
'Cause we
from
don't
us
sell
because we
'em.
don't sell them. So just keep that in mind that if you are using them, you know, I know event promoters, some of them out there will allow them. I know like Milsim West is one of those.
However, you're able to get them into the country.
Yeah, I mean it's
But for you international airsofters, I'm so jelly.
yeah,
like,
those things are
so
cool.
jealous.
Like,
They're super cool.
and you know they're perfectly safe. I mean, we had some go off pretty close to us. We never felt, you know, like oh no, that's gonna hurt me. You
Really?
know, yeah, no. I mean, there's nothing more dangerous in them than smoke grenades or BBs. But so are football. If I go grab one of the Nerf footballs, put it in M203, and shoot you in the chest with it, you're gonna feel it. Too,
No,
and
I
you're gonna-
agree, but I'm also like I'm an adult and like shooting like that accident that one time when like a younger guy gets nailed in the mask with an explosive round.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be used in that sense. They should only be, in my opinion, the those type of weapons should only be used against vehicles.
Vehicles,
And I
okay.
think that's the safest application.
Or
of them.
hardcover, or just vehicles?
No, just vehicles. I don't understand why you would have to have them for hardcover, because if you're trying, like, why can't you just play the game the minute, you know, if at that point, in my opinion, you're getting an unfair advantage and you're outgunning the opponent versus outskilling the opponent.
True. That is true.
So, I mean, I'm always a fan of it should be equal and they should try to be better. I think that they should only be used against vehicles.
Just deploy more light machine guns.
They're cool. I mean, I honestly, like, I've thought about, like, trying to get some, but again, it's one of those things where you got to keep in mind that Airsoft has a magnifying glass on it, and you know what?
Here in America.
How would you feel, like, if you were using something that technically is not legal, and if you got caught with it, and it gave Airsoft a bad stigma, and what if you caused some piece of legislation to happen
Here in America.
because of your irresponsibility? I think that's something that everybody needs to kind of take into account a little bit.
If you're the jerk that pees in the pool, no one gets to swim.
But just
like that analogy? Like it?
Just like anything, you know, I mean, people do stupid things with explosives all over the country, whether it's, you know, shooting tannerite or whatever. It's one of those things that if it's done responsibly and if you are aware of the consequences and everything like that, then it's on you. I'm not going to say don't do it, but
Fair enough.
It's really cool when something blows up when you shoot at it. But if it's not legal to do it, would I still do it? Absolutely. But I mean, as long as it wasn't me who was liable.
And on that bombshell, to quote Jeremy Clarkson, we'll end this episode of the Not So Round Table.
That's a good question.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week. We had a good amount of questions. Thanks for submitting those so far. If you guys have future questions, remember to put those in the comments section down below, and those will make their way into the helm of reasoning for our next video. See you guys later.
You just said a mouthful.
Yeah,
I don't have to say anything.
Yeah.